Today's class, we are going to use a prop, as you might see on my side. It's just going to be a pillow. So if you want to take a minute to go grab a pillow, preferably one that's a rectangle over a square. So if you got to run to your bedroom or something real quick to grab a pillow, all of our poses tonight are going to be restorative, and we're going to use a nice little pillow. So take a moment or two, grab your pillow, and then we'll get started. So feel free, if you don't have one, to go run and get one real quick. All right, looks like I see some pillows showing up on screen. Cool, perfect. Awesome. So, as always, we are going to start laying down today. So we're going to use the pillow. Before you lay down, you have two options. You can either just put the pillow flat under your knees, or if you want a little bit more support, you can fold the pillow long ways so it kind of doubles up and it creates almost a bolster under your knees. So you decide, maybe once you lay down, if you want a little more support, you can fold it, and then you can kind of inch yourself on back to lay down. And again, the knees are going to be resting on the pillow. So you'll straighten the legs out and the knees will be up off the ground right on that pillow. And then you can find your cozy resting position for a meditation. So take a couple moments, find the posture with your pillow, and we'll get started there. Once you find your cozy resting position laying on your mat, gently draw your eyes closed. And we'll take the next couple of moments to arrive for our practice today. Begin to truly allow your body to rest towards the ground beneath you. Allow the back of the head to sink towards the ground. Rest the shoulder blades down. Allow the back body to melt towards the ground beneath you. Soften the hips, the glutes. Relax the upper legs. Soften the knees. And relax the lower legs. Allow the legs to just fall towards the pillow beneath them, softening, relaxing. And then relax your ankles, your feet, and all 10 of your toes. Gently relax the face, softening the forehead, relaxing the jaw. And soften the space around your heart, the chest, along with the belly. Allow the arms to relax wherever they lie. And gently begin to tune your awareness towards your breath. Start to feel the inhales and the exhales arrive and exit your body, allowing your awareness to shift away from everything that has happened today, from anything external from you or within the mind. Allow yourself to begin to feel the body arriving in the present moment. Maybe you notice the breath in the nostrils, possibly the back of the throat, maybe the chest, the rib cage, or the belly. Notice where you feel the inhales and the exhales within. Allow the mind to just begin to melt towards the body. Just notice how soft the body feels, how we begin to approach relaxation within the mind as we center our focus on the breath. Notice if you're holding on anywhere in your body, can you relax even further, allowing your body to melt down towards the ground completely. Soften the neck and shoulders even more. Relax the spine and the hips. Soften the fingers. And as we're here, take a moment to truly give yourself permission to be here and now. You made it, you arrived for practice today. For the next hour, there's nothing else you have to do but to be here and now. Your mind may want to try to convince you otherwise, that there's thinking tasks or things you need to get to. That's not the case. There will be a time and place for all of that, but that is not right now. Right now, this time's for you to be with yourself. Grant yourself that permission. And then take a couple big inhales and exhales, really allowing the body to open with every breath. And maybe you even exhale out the mouth, letting anything that may be weighing on you go. Take another big breath or two, really arriving here and now. If you'd like to stay resting and feeling the breath in your body for class tonight, feel free to do so. Tonight, every posture is simply a suggestion, so you choose where you'd like to go tonight. Sometimes what we need most is rest. If you'd like to begin to flow, on your next inhale, gently reach down and pull the pillow out from under the legs, so maybe you step the feet in towards you and just gently set the pillow towards your side. Exhale. Inhale, then reach the hands up overhead, stretch your body long, pull the feet towards the front of the room, big body stretch. And then exhale, hug the knees in towards you, wrapping your arms around the legs. If you'd like, maybe you introduce a gentle rock side to side. And just check out the body, notice how it feels, tuning into the shoulders, the back, possibly even the hips or the neck. Stay with the breath in the body though. Allow your awareness to stay inwards. We are going to start our first flow laying on our mats. So whenever your next inhale arises, if you're still rocking, slow on down, come to center, and then drop the hands towards a T shape. On the exhale, lower the knees toward the left-hand side. Now we're going to use the pillow as a prop here, so you have two options. If when you lower the legs towards the side, the knees are in the air, then you're simply going to tuck the pillow under your bottom knee and allow the knees to rest on the pillow. If the knees are on the ground, you have the option to place the pillow between your two legs and allow them to rest like that. So find where it feels more comfortable for you. Again, the arms will land in a T shape. You can even inch that bottom hip more towards the center so the knees stack more directly one on top of another. And once you get there, send your gaze over your right hand. Continue to press that right shoulder blade down towards the mat, resist the lift, and then can you relax your legs completely. So soften the thighs, relax the knees, soften the lower legs, and relax those ankles. As you soften the feet and toes, just allow the pillow to hold the legs. Relax the jaw and breathe deeply. Let's take two more big breaths on this side. One more breath. On your next inhale, gently remove the pillow from the legs. Bring the knees back up to center. And then exhale, we're going to go right on over to the other side. So move the pillow toward your right-hand side and then lower the knees to the way that you had it, either with the pillow between the legs or with the legs resting on the pillow. Find what works for you. Then arms are at that T shape and maybe you send the gaze over the left hand. Again, relax the legs as much as you can. So if you notice that you're holding them, that there's tension or you're lifting the legs, try to soften them completely towards the ground or the pillow. Breathe to the left side body and feel the breath in the body. Allow that to be your anchor for your awareness. One more big breath here. On your next inhale, if the pillow is between your legs, again, remove it and then bring the legs back to center. Exhale once you get there. If you want to give yourself a big hug, wrapping your arms around the legs, feel free to do so. And maybe you add that gentle rock side to side this time. Pause for a moment or two, and we're gonna make our way to seated, then tabletop position. So your choice. Maybe you begin to rock up and down the length of the mat, or maybe you roll to one side and press yourself up. Find the mode that suits your body and your practice today. Once you get to seated, make your way to tabletop. So you'll swing those legs on behind you, coming towards tabletop position, hands and knees. Exhale. Once you get there, bring your pillow out in front of you. So again, two options. Pillow can be flat, or you can fold it long ways this time, just like we did under our legs in our beginning meditation, and we're going to rest on that in child's pose. So once you have it, whether flat or folded, you're going to kind of inch it towards you, maybe even between the knees or thighs, and then you're simply going to lower your body down on the pillow. Hands will reach out in front of you. We're going to stretch the neck here as well, so rest the right ear down on the pillow once you have it all in alignment. So we'll pause here for a couple big breaths, breathing deeply. Let's take a couple more big breaths. Really allow yourself to rest down. And again, allow anything that's touching the pillow, any part of your body touching the pillow, to just give way, to melt down. One more big breath. On your next inhale, lift the head up, and then we're going to stretch to the other side. So lower your left ear down onto the pillow, and pause there for a couple breaths. I'm going to stay lifted so you can hear me, but just relax down, soften into this, soften the low back, the hips, the shoulders, relax the ears, soften the jaw. Take some big breaths, breathing through the back body, and again, let your body melt towards the pillow. Take one more big breath here. And then on your next inhale, lift your head back up, prop yourself up, just kind of a semi-tabletop, just enough so you can pull the pillow out towards the side. And then exhale, swing the legs on in front of you. From here, we're going to sit on our pillows. So bring the pillow under your booty, prop yourself up, and then take a seat on your pillow. We're going to come into a forward fold with the pillow under the hips, which will allow us to get a slightly deeper fold here. So press the knees down, toes pull back towards you, thighs will be slightly up off the mat. Inhale, pull the crown of the head up, and then exhale, walk the hands down towards the feet. Inhale, can you really shine the heart forward? And then exhale, if you can keep the back body nice and long, maybe you lower the elbows towards the ground. And just pause here where you start to receive a nice stretch on the backs of the legs, maybe even the low back. If you feel anything in the upper or mid back, that means you're rounding and reaching. So really try to pull the heart forward. Pause for a couple more breaths. Notice what you feel here. Continue to press the knees towards the ground and pull the toes back towards you. One more big breath. Great job, everybody. Inhale. Bring yourself on back up to seated. Exhale, kind of tilt the hips over, remove the pillow, and sit back down. We have one more pose in this flow, and it's Shavasana with the pillow. So on your next inhale, bring that right foot in towards you, outside edge of the foot, in alignment with the inside edge of the thigh. Now we're going to take our pillow and place it under the bent knee. So the knee is going to completely rest on the pillow. If when the pillow's flat, the knee's not resting on it, again, find a fold in the pillow and then allow the knee to open up onto that pillow. On your next inhale, sit up nice and tall, center of the chest points towards the big toe, and then exhale, lower yourself down. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, maybe the elbows drop down, maybe you find a slightly deeper fold. Continue to keep that left knee active, so we're pressing the knee down, pulling the toes back towards us. Pause for a couple of big breaths and bring your awareness towards your right knee, the bent knee. Can you completely relax that knee, softening it towards the pillow beneath you? Allow the pillow to simply hold the knee. Opening that right hip, one more big breath. On your next inhale, gently walk the hands back towards you till you come up to seated. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Same stretch other side. So inhale, left foot comes in towards you, outside edge of the foot in alignment with the inside edge of that right thigh, and then move that pillow on over to the other side. Set it under your left knee. Let that knee just rest on the pillow. Inhale, sit up as tall as you can. Center of the chest points towards the right big toe, and then exhale, begin to fold forward. You're doing an awesome job. Inhale, pull the heart forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, melt yourself on down. Big toe points up towards the ceiling. Press that right knee towards the ground. Toes pull back towards you. And continue to shine the heart forward towards your big toe. Relax the jaw, soften the shoulders, and then soften that left hip, the left knee. Just allow the pillow to hold that left leg. Feel the breath in your body. So connect within with every inhale and exhale. We'll pause here for another big breath or two. Breathe deeply. One more full round of breath. On your next inhale, gently walk the hands back up towards you again until you're all the way to seated. Exhale, straighten that leg out. Great job. So that is our first flow. Let me recap for you because there was a lot of new things, especially with the pillow. So I'll take some time for a recap before I let you go if you want to explore that flow again. So we started this flow in that twist. So you had two options. You can either put the pillow under the knees when you twist, or if the legs are on the ground, you can explore pillow between the legs. Again, we did that on each side. You can hold for as long as you'd like. Once we were there, we came up towards seated, swung those legs around behind us, and did the next stretch in child's pose. So again, from here, you had two options. Pillows could be flat or folded long ways. And once you get there, we just rest one cheek down, couple breaths, then the other one. This truly allows your body to just melt into the posture with the pillow there. From there, we removed the pillow and did the couple forward folds. So we started with the pillow underneath the hips in our forward fold, just a general, normal forward fold. And then we explored Shavasana, the one we just did. So pillow, we did right side, then left, but I'll show you left side. So pillow came under that knee as we folded forward. So let me recap one more time because I know that was a lot. So we started with the twist. That was our first one. Then we came on up and we did child's pose with stretching the sides of the neck. From there, the forward fold with the pillow under the booty, and then the Shavasana with the pillow under the knees. So that was 4 postures within this flow. Started laying down, 1 in tabletop, child's pose, and then the 2 forward folds. So feel free to explore that. If you want to just rest in one pose that felt super good for your body, feel free to do so. If you want to do some of that, all of that, none of that, take the next couple moments for yourself, and then we'll meet up for our next flow. So take your time. I'll be here to guide your awareness, and then we'll meet up in a couple moments. Wherever you decide to go with this flow, stay connected to your breath in the body. Whether you do all, none, or some of the flow, that does not matter. Whether you get the sequence correct or not does not matter as well. Our goal is to simply be with ourselves for this time, to rest in the body and find what feels good right now. Allow yourself to continue to relax in every posture that you're in. So wherever you place the pillow, melt your body towards that. Allow yourself to rest on the pillow, to be held and supported. And doing a similar thing with the mind, allow the mind to rest on the breath, to be held, to be supported by the breath. Surrender all those thinking tasks to another day and time. Right now is time for your mind to soften, to relax, to let go. While the thoughts will not stop, that is okay. We're not here to shut the mind off. We allow the mind to focus on the breath, so when it does begin to think, we can notice and bring it on back. So feel the breath in your body as you flow, as you practice. And when you notice the mind has taken you off of your mat, out of this time or space that you're in, simply reel it back in to feeling the breath. Notice if you can deepen your inhales or your exhales. Slow down your breath. Truly feel the full extent of the inhales and the exhales in your body. And notice whatever posture you're in, even if you're simply resting, how can you soften even further? How can you relax your body more than it is right now? Maybe that means softening areas of the body that are not necessary to hold a pose. For example, the fingers, the toes, the face, the shoulders. Melt your body down. When we soften the body, the mind follows. It relaxes. Allow the mind to relax and sink into the goodness of this moment. Breathe deeply. If and when you complete this flow, feel free to continue to take any postures, stretches, shapes in the body that you'd like to take. Allow your body to move organically, and if you want to use the pillow, feel free to do so. Your body may just want to rest, and that's okay. Honor it. Take some moments to simply be with yourself in your body. And breathe deeply. Continue to feel the full extent of your inhales and exhales. And when you complete your flow, take some time to check in, to notice how you feel, to possibly observe how that flow went for you, with any themes that may be popping up in the mind or the body. And just notice, become aware, let go of any sorts of judgment. You're perfect just as you are right now. If you're still flowing or you prefer to just do your own thing, by all means feel free to do so. If you'd like to meet up for our next little flow together, we're going to meet back in a child's pose, but we're going to put the pillow in a different space. So let's meet up in hands and knees, tabletop position. Again, if you're still flowing, take all the time you need and meet up only when you're ready. So once you get here, let's sit back on the heel. So the knees are going to spread slightly wide, almost like you're making a V with the inner thighs. And then we'll place the pillow on our thighs. So we're essentially just going to lean over the pillow. So let's inhale to sit up super tall. And then on your exhale, begin to rest the belly down on the pillow and walk the hands out in front of you. So you may stay up, tented up on the fingertips. You may walk the hands down and eventually allow the forehead to either hang in space or the head to rest towards the ground. Allow your belly to soften, and if this doesn't work for you, feel free to remove the pillow. You can always go back to placing the pillow in front of you like we did in the first child's pose. But take a couple moments to rest here. Can you feel the inhales and the exhales along the spine and the back body? Breathe deeply. Couple more big breaths. Soften the mind, feel the body. One more big breath here. On your next inhale, walk the hands back towards you until you're sitting up on the heels again. Exhale once you get there. Fold your pillow in half long ways, so fold it on in half long ways if you can fold it, and then we're going to place the pillow between the legs. So you're essentially going to stuff the pillow between your thighs and then squeeze it with the inner thighs, and we're going to make our way to tabletop position, hands and knees. So we're essentially going to do cat-cow, but with engaged thighs and lower body. So squeeze the pillow with your inner thighs, and when you're ready, on your next inhale, belly drops down, heart pulls through, gaze goes up. Exhale, round, looking towards your pillow, the thighs, maybe the belly button. Keep those legs squeezing towards each other. Inhale, belly drops down, heart pulls through, gaze goes up. Exhale, round, really try to lift those shoulder blades. Let's do 2 more together. Inhale, pull the belly down, look up. Follow your breath. Exhale, round, really arc the spine. 1 more time. Inhale, draw the belly down as the gaze goes up. And exhale, round, lift those shoulders. Inhale, back to neutral. And before you sink on back, step those knees out, remove the pillow. And then exhale, we're going to place the pillow. So if you were to come up, lift the hips right under or a bit under the thighs, on top of the calf muscles. So we're going to sink back again, spread those knees to the V shape, and we're going to do child's pose now with the pillow sandwiched in between the thighs and the calf muscles. So when you're ready, walk on down, keep the hips sinking back on the pillow beneath you, and allow your body to drape down towards the mat. Pause for a couple big breaths, breathing here, and just observe what putting the pillow here feels for you. If you aren't getting contact with the booty and the pillow, you can curl the toes underneath you and then sink back that way. So you can explore, find what works for you here. Couple more big breaths, breathe deeply, feel the body, relax the jaw, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let's take 1 more full round of breath here. On your next inhale, come up, tabletop position, hands and knees, and just gently set the pillow next to you on the side. Exhale, curl the toes under and lift the hips, press on back, downward facing dog. And let's pause here for a couple moments. Maybe you bend the knees, pedal out the heels, shift the weight forward and back, side to side. Allow the backs of the legs to begin to open here, and breathe deeply to the low belly. Soften the jaw. Let's take 2 more big breaths. Just feel into the body in this posture. 1 more big breath. On your next inhale, begin to walk or tippy toe the feet all the way up to the hands. Once you get to the top of your mat, spread the feet so they're hips distance, and then rise up halfway. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, fold towards the feet. We're going to hang heavy in this forward fold to your choice. You can add a deep bend to the knees. You can add a soft bend to the knees. Hands can dangle in the air. You can wrap them around opposite elbows. You can even create a bind holding on to the legs or the toes. Find what works for you here. If you want to add movement, even swaying your body side to side, bobbing up and down. Allow yourself to just find a nice inversion, a nice release. Allow the crown of the head to be pulled towards the ground beneath you, and relax the back of your neck completely. Couple more big breaths here. You may notice pressure in the head as the blood flow is being redirected towards the head, and that's okay. Continue to breathe deeply. Let's take 2 more big breaths. 1 more breath. You're doing great. And whenever your next inhale arises, rise up halfway, pull the heart forward, and then exhale, step your feet back. So your choice, you can move through a vinyasa here, lowering yourself down, going through up dog and down dog, or simply set the knees down and move to child's pose. So your choice, what you want to incorporate for a transition there. But that's our final flow of class. And just pause in child's pose, or final posture for this flow. Pause in child's pose, breathe deeply before we recount what we just did. 2 more big breaths. 1 more. If you want to just listen to my voice, or if you want to prop yourself up to see what we just did in a recap, feel free to do so. If you just want to continue on and flow and do your own thing, by all means, feel free to do so as well. So that was our flow. We started this flow exploring a variation of child's pose with the pillow. So we put the pillow on our lap and essentially lowered our body over. So you could stay upright and apply some pressure on the belly. You can lower yourself down a little bit more if that felt good for you. And you can stay for as long as you'd like here. From here, we made our way up. So we removed the pillow and then folded it in half long ways, just kind of placed it between the thighs. And then squeeze the thighs around the pillow and move through rounds of cat-cow. So cat-cow, we inhale to look up, belly draws down. Exhale to round as we look towards the knees, the thighs, or the belly button. And we did a couple rounds. Again, you flow. You can even add organic movements if you'd like, however it feels good for you. We made our way back to child's pose, but this time, pillow became behind us. We sat back and then lowered ourselves down. So we kept the hips pressing back onto the pillow as we lowered down. Pause here again for a couple big breaths. This was our last posture with the pillow in this flow, so then we removed the pillow, placed it on the side, made our way to downward facing dog. Again, you can pause here for as long as you'd like. Maybe you pedal out the feet, breathe deeply, and then we eventually landed, walked on up, in our forward fold. And for here, you can hang heavy, relax, breathe deeply, find a nice inversion in the body. And then to reset, either a vinyasa, moving through up dog, down dog, or simply making your way back to a child's pose. So again, it was child's pose with pillow on the thighs. Came on up, pillow between the knees, and we did our cat-cows. Back to child's pose, but this time pillow under the thighs. And then finally, we did our down dog to the forward fold inversion. So 5 postures: child's pose, pillow on lap; cat-cows, pillow between legs; child's pose, pillow under the hips. Then we move to down dog, forward fold. So feel free to explore that. Again, if you just want to pause in one of these postures with the pillow, feel free to do so. I'll be here again to guide your awareness, but again, just flow in your body. Find what feels good for you tonight. All these postures are simply suggestions, so find what works for you. Continue to stay with your breath in your body as you flow. Breathe deeply. And really feel the body around the pillow as we flow. So notice how when you place the pillow in different areas, maybe you feel a slightly different version of the posture. Really allow your mind to come to the body and simply feel it. Explore your body. Let yourself be in your body right now. And again, if the pillow is too much, if it's throwing off your flow tonight, you don't need to use it. All of these can be done without the pillow. Our goal is to simply find our way back to the body, to the breath within, to be here and now. At the beginning of our class, we gave ourselves permission to be here fully. Are you truly honoring that permission that you gave yourself? If not, what's holding you back from surrendering to here and now? Is there something on your mind? Is there a distraction outside from you? What is it that's not allowing you to surrender completely to the moment? Can you truly let it go? The mind may want to convince us that there's another space that we need to be in, another thing we need to attend to, but there's not right now. Right now, all you have to be is in your body, All you have to do is enjoy the feeling of these poses within, and to feel the breath flow in and out. Can you just do that? Can you simply let yourself feel your body? Can you simply let yourself be with the breath as it ripples in and out? You gave yourself permission to do so. Let yourself melt into the moment. Notice where your mind is at. What are you thinking about right now? Simply become aware. Just notice. Whenever you are ready to come back to the present moment, feel the breath in your body. That's all you gotta do. The breath is happening here and now in real time. When we allow the mind to come back to the body, we are present. Notice if you can deepen your breaths, slowing down time by drawing out the inhales and the exhales, softening the mind by feeling the full length of those inhales and exhales. Notice how good it feels to just take a big breath, to feel the breath in the body, and to let everything else melt away. Whenever you complete the flow, if that is what you are working on right now, feel free to pause, take some moments to rest, stay connected with the breath, but maybe you observe again how you're feeling, how that flow was for you, any themes to the thoughts, to your practice so far. Again, find love for yourself. We're not here to judge our thoughts. We're not here to shut the mind off. We're simply here to be with things as they are. And just observe and get to know ourselves a little bit better. For the final flow of class, we will eventually meet up laying on our back bodies. So if you are ready to rest, if you've completed that flow, feel free to lay on down. We'll take a couple moments though. If there's any other postures or stretches you want to take on the way towards laying down, feel free to do so, but take your time. Again, this is your time. No need to follow along with what we're doing. Honor yourself, your body, and your practice right now. And if you make your way to laying on the back body, just pause there. Maybe you draw the eyes closed. And again, feel the breath in your body. Allow the mind to melt towards the body, shifting the energy from all those thinking tasks to simply feeling the body as it is. If your legs are extended, laying down, gently step the feet in so the heels are in towards your booty and the ankles are directly under the knees. So feet hips distance, ankles under knees. We're going to do some work in bridge pose with our pillow yet again. So grab your pillow and fold it in half shortwise. So we're going to place it between the knees, similar to like we did in the cat-cows. We're going to squeeze the knees towards each other to keep the pillow in the spot that it's at. So we're sandwiching the pillow between those inner thighs. Bring the hands down by your sides, palms face down. We'll start with our bridge dip. So when you're ready, on your next inhale, press through the feet, lift the hips up off the ground and squeeze the pillow with those knees and thighs. Exhale, lower just to a hover. Keep squeezing the knees towards each other. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, lower to a hover. One more round. Inhale, lift up. And this time, exhale, slowly lower, eventually setting the hips down. Keep the pillow where it is, so keep those knees slightly pressing towards each other. Take a big breath or two with the hips now on the ground. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, we're going to lift up and hold. So press through the feet, press through the heels, lift the hips up, pause, hold for a couple big breaths. So really squeeze those knees towards each other, press the heels down through the ground, hips drive up as the glutes squeeze, and then press the back of the head in towards the mat so the chin lifts up off the chest. Let's take 2 more big breaths. Relax your jaw. Should feel the glutes, the inner thighs working. 1 more big breath. On your exhale, slowly lower down, 1 vertebra at a time. Set those hips down, and from here you can gently move your pillow out towards the side. Pause for a couple moments. Maybe you just gently shift the knees side to side to begin to relax the low back. And then when you're ready, on your next inhale, just press through the feet and lift the hips up high enough so you can inch the pillow under your low back. So set the pillow down under your booty, under the low back, and then set the hips back down. Just rest on the pillow. Step the feet out wider than hips distance, and then allow the knees to fall in towards each other, resting against each other here. Maybe the eyes draw closed, maybe the hands rest on the belly. Breathe to the low back. So this is a super nice restorative version of bridge pose, just allowing a gentle opening in the low back. Relax the jaw, soften the shoulders, breathe deeply here. Couple big breaths. One more big breath, breathe to the low back. And then on your next inhale, hug the knees in towards you, wrap your arms around the legs. It's okay if the hips stay on the pillow. Maybe you even rock side to side. If it doesn't feel comfortable to have the hips on the pillow, you can remove the pillow from beneath you. Or just pause for a couple moments, add that gentle rock, and just notice how you feel. And that is our final flow of class. So I'll recap for you before I let you go. So for this flow, we started with folding our pillow in half and placing it between the inner thighs. Feet were flat on the ground, heels in towards the bottom, hands down by the sides. We started with 3 bridge dips. You can do as many as you like, inhaling to lift the hips and exhaling to just hover them rather than setting them down. So again, you do as many as you'd like here. We paused, gave ourselves a little bit of a rest for a couple moments, and then we lifted up and held. Now when we lifted, we held for about 5 breaths. You can again hold for as long as you'd like, but continue to squeeze the pillow between your knees here, engaging the glutes and the inner thighs. We lowered back down, we removed the pillow from between the legs, and then paused, just allowing the low back to neutralize. So maybe you just gently sway side to side, maybe you just stay perfectly still. Once you're ready to proceed, we lifted those hips up, snuck the pillow underneath, and then lowered the hips onto the pillow, stepped the feet out wide, and then allowed the knees to rest against each other. We pause here for a couple big breaths in this restorative version of bridge pose. And then once you were ready, maybe you gently hug those knees in towards you with the pillow still underneath. Maybe you even rock side to side. So that's our final flow of class. It was bridge dips with a pillow between the knees, hold bridge, and then we moved to removing the pillow, relaxing, eventually tucking the pillow underneath, restorative bridge pose, and then Apanasana, knees to chest pose. So play around with that. You can do all, none, or some of it. Again, this is your journey, so find what works for you, and then we'll meet up for the closing of class. Take your time, explore the flow. Feel free to do more, less, whatever works for you tonight. And as you flow, really try to synchronize your movements with the breath, initiating every inhale and exhale before you move. We are here to find union between the mind and the body through the breath. So prioritize your breath work over any movement, breathing deeply, finding equal lengths of your inhales and exhales. Whenever you pause in a pose, simply feel the breath within, feel the body working or relaxing, depending on the posture you're holding. Keep the mind's eye inwards in the body, letting everything else drift towards the background of your mind. Continue to breathe into this moment. Again, notice where your mind is at. What are you thinking about? The mind has taken you away, that's okay. The mind's job is to think, it's to process. But become aware. Notice what you're thinking about. Notice where the mind took you. And when you're ready, come back to feeling the body, to feeling the breath within. Whenever you complete this flow, feel free to continue to move in any way that feels good for you, or simply rest. If you're still flowing, take all the time that you need. Stay with the breath in the body, feeling within. For our closing of class, I have one posture I'd like to share with you. If you are ready to just rest and you don't want to proceed with any new postures, feel free to do so as well. So only inviting you if you want to join. For our final posture, we're going to do a super relaxed restorative version of fish pose. So if you're laying down, just gently lift your torso on up a bit, and we're going to place the pillow behind us, long way, so parallel with the long edge of the mat, and bring the pillow in towards your hips. So allow the short edge to be pressing against your low back, and then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Now, most likely your head is going to be off the pillow, and that's okay. So we kind of want the head to be slightly lower than the pillow, and then you'll bring your arms out towards the side, and essentially the heart is going to open. So when we're resting on the pillow with the head and the arms off the mat, the chest will begin to open and expand. Feet can stay flat on the ground, or you can extend those out as well, and you'll just feel this subtle opening of the heart center, of the front of the body. So pause here for a couple breaths and breathe deeply if you're joining me here. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, let yourself just melt towards the pillow beneath the back. Couple more big breaths, resting here. Let everything else go. Simply be with the mind, with the breath and the body. If you'd like to stay resting here, if this feels super good for you, you can totally stay as you are. Let yourself rest here for as long as you'd like. If you want to change positions for Shavasana, you can either gently just remove the pillow out from under you, roll over to one side and just lift it out from beneath your back. Or I'd like to invite you to take Shavasana with your head on the pillow. So you'll turn the pillow so it's short ways is parallel with the long side of your mat. Lower yourself down as if you were going to bed. And then just rest the head on the pillow, so much so that the lower part of the cranium, so the top of the neck, is parallel or reaching the long edge of your pillow. So the shoulders are not on the pillow. The shoulders are right off the pillow. Hands rest by your sides. They can rest on the belly. But ultimately, just find a comfortable resting position for yourself. If the pillow's not working out for you, feel free to push it towards the side. And once you find your cozy resting position, gently draw your eyes closed and begin to invite in a soft and easy, a relaxed state to your mind, to your body, to the space all around and within you. Begin to soften the body, starting by relaxing the crown of your head. Imagine as though the crown of the head is opening, expanding, and a beautiful white light is shining from the top of your head. The white light makes its way down your body as you relax the forehead, soften the eyebrows, relax the temples, soften the eyes and the eyelids. Relax the cheekbones, soften the jaw, relax your lips, the teeth, and float the tongue down away from the roof of your mouth. Relax the ears. Allow the back of the head to melt towards the pillow or the ground beneath you as you relax the scalp. Now imagine that white light that started at the crown of your head sweeping down, encompassing your head now. And it follows the way down as you relax the neck, softening the back, the sides, the front, opening the throat. Relax the shoulder blades towards the ground beneath you as you soften the upper arms and the elbows. Relax the lower arms and the wrists. And soften your hands, relaxing every finger. Relax your chest, the rib cage, the belly. Melt the spine and back body towards the ground beneath you, softening the muscles of the back body. Allow that beautiful white light to now encompass the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the back body, the belly. Imagine this light just glowing out from within you, shining out through the pores of your body, from your being. Soften your glutes, the hips, the pelvic region, and relax the upper legs and the knees. Soften the lower legs and the ankles. And relax your feet, allowing every toe to get a little bit lighter. And again, that beautiful white light travels down the legs and shoots out through the tips of your toes, lighting your being up completely from within. Notice if you're holding on anywhere else in your body, and relax your body down completely. Let your body get heavy and just melt away. And allow this totally relaxed state to translate to your mind. Soften the mind as though it's a muscle itself. Let it melt, fade away. Allow the beautiful white light that now takes up your entire being to shine out from within you, maybe even encompassing the room all around you. As your body naturally breathes itself, allow yourself to drift off into this safe, secure, restful state that you've cultivated. If you'd like to stay resting in Shavasana even longer, stay as you are. Only when you're ready to begin to move, to begin to arrive back in the body, gently begin to invite that awareness back inwards towards the body. Maybe you deepen your breath or add subtle wiggles to the toes, to your fingers, to the wrists and ankles. And only when you're ready to move your body, gently roll over to either side, pausing and resting in a fetal position. Again, take all the time you need. Once you're ready, gently press yourself all the way up to seated, keeping the eyes softly closed as you move. And we'll eventually meet up in a comfy seat with the palms touching at heart center and eyes drawn closed. Once you get here, take a couple of moments to consciously observe how you feel right now. Draw your awareness to your mind, to your headspace. How does it feel? Notice the qualities of the space within the head. What word describes the state of your mind right now? Gently draw your awareness towards your body. Notice how it feels. What word describes the state of your body? And eventually tune into your emotional well-being. What emotion do you feel right now? And simply notice, observe, and let it be. You're perfect just as you are. And give yourself a gentle smile. Really thank yourself for showing up here tonight, for dedicating your time to your health, your life, and your practice. And thank you so very much for sharing your beautiful energy and practice with me and everybody else who joined in here tonight. The light in me truly honors the light in you. Namaste.